Hi BooTV, I'm Colin from King Kong Company and this is Boxhead.
Released your debut album. Tell us a bit about it, like the inspiration behind it.
The monster. It took us a long time to do it. We hadn't released an album, so this is our first one where our music was based primarily on YouTube beforehand and social media. So we decided to put the album together. So we worked hard on it and we got a good producer, Neil McLennan, who's dropping here, who's basically the Prodigy's producer, to produce it for us. So we were absolutely it was just a real privilege that he decided that he'd take on the music, and we were able to work really well with him. I think he got us from the start, and he really liked the music, and I think that he gave us the best that we could get out of it, which was great. So we're all really happy with it. You know, whatever happens, we're happy with it.
It's really cool. Anyway. And who would be your main inspirations? Like, would you be inspired by Prodigy?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we come from a largely sort of 90s background, I guess. It would be varied as well. I think our core influences as well, we would have influences in a lot of reggae music and ska as well. That infiltrates into the music there too. We're all big lovers of reggae, and even you could even go back to people like Pink Floyd and stuff like that as well. Like we would all kind of fit into the music as well, and then all the 90s guys like Left Field and Chemical Brothers. We actually got an amazing opportunity to support Left Field in Waterford, our hometown, this year, which was a real highlight. We got to meet them afterwards as well, so it was just like, you know,
still cool.
It's great. It was really good. Yeah,
being famous and meeting people more famous is still cool.
Yeah,
we're all just human,
and decent famous people, you know, which is good. Yeah.
Brings me on to my next question. If you could collaborate with anyone dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Well, I'd just say Kate Bush, you know, because I just love her. But ask anybody else in the band and they'll say somebody totally different. So yeah. And Boxhead loves Kate Bush too, isn't that right? Yeah.
Awesome. If you could describe your music in 3 words, what would they be? Electro,
dubby, dance. There you go.
I like it, yeah.
Okay.
You have a lot of instruments going on, plus electronic, plus choreography and dance, like.
We're busy, yeah. There's the band and Boxhead, of course, and then we've got our amazing crew behind us as well, so that's lighting and sound and all the visuals as well, too. So yeah, there's a lot to us, you know.
And do you have a lot of input into it, a lot of creative input, like what's that kind of like?
We're partially departmented and then partially we're not. We all make universal decisions, I guess, about the big things. You know, we're all together, but everybody sort of has their own little department as well. But it just comes together, like, you know. So,
it's pretty cool. Yeah. You pick Boxhead's costumes for her.
Oh no! This diva picks all of her own. I tell you now.
I have to ask as well, why King Kong Company? Why? What's the name like?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm just gonna. If you really want to know where we got our name, watch the movie Taxi Driver, and see if you can spot it in there.
And do you prefer playing like smaller venues, like more intimate shows, or do you like festival kind of shows, or what would?
The mix is always really good. The festivals, you have the season from June to September. You know, start of September with seasonal work, really, you know. So so it's always good in this time of the year to do the indoor venues, and plus it's cold outside, so yeah.
And how do you find the crowd like? Do you think every crowd is kind of different, or?
Yeah, it does depend on where you go. Festivals are sort of based on I guess the people who go to, for the instance, Body and Soul Festival would have a slightly older crowd. It's like the new Electric Picnic for the older guys in a way, slightly, and Electric Picnic is obviously for younger. And then you have like some of the other festivals around, like Independence, I guess, that we did this year as well, which was great, was slightly younger crowds. So But then I think we have this diversity in the music where we kind of do appeal to, it's the younger crowd love us, and then there's a lot of nostalgia based in the music for older crowds to kind of really get into it, so it's different, slightly different, but everybody's mad crazy anyway, so it's fine.
It's always a good thing.
Yeah.
It's kind of a universal sound.
Yeah. I mean, that's a great thing about what we do, and it's good. It's just a really good way to get people together. It's no matter what we're doing, it's just good to get people together.
Pretty cool. Music videos, I love them. I'm big into music videos, and I think they're like really like real life with a really random twist. Like they're mad. Like
Do
you have a lot of input into those?
We do come up with ideas, or an idea comes around, and we get it from the music and stuff like that. The ideas and the input are all there. Like we kind of everything gets ticked off. But it's good fun. Yeah.
Like when you think of a song, do you think, oh, this video would be good for it, or is it just like?
It depends. Like dance music, that we do, you can throw in you're not telling a story, it's not a song, so you have a lot of liberty with videos. You can tell a different story to match the music, or you can relate it to the music, so it does depend on the track really. Yeah.
Have any funny stories from tour, anything like mad happening that you can say on camera?
No. I could, but I'd be killed.
Where is the coolest place you got to tour so far, like got to see?
We're used to, we love playing in Ireland obviously, but we did play this really good festival in near enough to Birmingham, about an hour outside. It's called Nostock. None of us had been there before. We got asked to go over. Nobody knew us over there or whatever, and it was just a really, really, really nice festival. It was like a small version of the Body and Soul Festival, and everybody was so lovely and friendly and really nice. And from our point of view, I guess it was great because it was new for us. It was a new place to play in, and when you're playing to a crowd that doesn't know you, you have a job to do. You have to try and win people over, and we just didn't know how people would react to us, and we just got an absolutely fantastic reaction. But it was a great little festival, and I thoroughly recommend it. It'd be worth travelling over to it.
So I'll ask some fun questions.
Okay.
So what was the best Halloween costume you ever had?
I think I dressed up as a zombie there a couple of years ago. She won't let me borrow any of her regalia. No, wouldn't fit me anyway. She wouldn't. That's okay. Zombie. I'm a big fan of The Walking Dead, so I never say zombie.
Zombie. Yeah, that's pretty cool. What's your favourite retro video game?
I don't play video games. I'm too busy making music.
That's fair enough.
When I was a kid and I used to miss school, there was a sort of a arcade down beside us, Pac-Land. I don't know, it's really, really old. That's what I'm going to say, Pac-Land.
Was that
it's like
Pac-Man?
In a land of Pac, okay. Yeah.
That's awesome. If you were an ice cream flavour, what flavour would you be and why?
Chocolate, because I hate fruit.
Not fruity.
No.
If you could fill a swimming pool with anything, what would you fill it with?
Well, on behalf of the band, I'm going to have to say Buckfast. Is that alright?
And my last question is, what's next for you guys?
We've got a good few gigs lined up before the end of the year. We did get a distribution deal recently with Caroline Records, who are associated with Universal, to distribute the album in Holland, Belgium and Luxembourg. So we've got some people backing us there, so we're going to have to do a little bit of work for them to hopefully get heard over there. So I think that's really the plan.
Awesome. It'll be good. So any famous last words then?
You got anything to say, Buckfast? Okay, fine. Well, just thank you very much for having us. It's great to be here. We're delighted.
Can't wait to see the show.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
guys.
Okay,
Thank you.
thanks.
Bye.